What's going on, everybody? Just checking in, saying what's up, getting the computer back going, just making sure everybody is safe, checking on their health, their wellness. How's everybody doing? But I was just checking in with everybody, just saying hello to. Been a minute. 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 Been a long minute. Been a long minute since I actually got on here and done a live. Been really just working on myself, working, taking care of myself, working, kids, work. A lot has happened, a lot has changed, a lot of things have progressed. Trying to get healthy. Um, I was at once at 270. Um, Let me check my weight right now while we on here. Yeah, so 223, 270, 223. Um, just taking care of myself, taking care of my body. Cuzzo, what up, man? You hear all the noise in the back. My apologies for that. But, just trying to take care of myself. Trying to get ready for that A60 weekend. Um, August 7th, August 8th. We will be doing that A60 reunion again. I will be promoting it again. I will be putting it out there. We still in the early stages. Bringing my team from Texas again. Bringing some new people with me. I'm looking to try to bring a girls team out there as well. But what's good, family? Just trying to do something different. Just trying to do something different, man. Just keeping that softball memories alive, as we say. They never die, but you want to keep them alive. You know, you always want to keep them alive. Um, you always want to have some fun while you're out there in that park. And I want to keep those memories going. So I decided to jump on. I've seen a lot go on Facebook. We lost a lot of people. My condolences to friends and family that we lost. Um, every year when I get ready to do my event, it seems like we lose one or two people, maybe three or four, but we always lose a lot. So everybody, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're checking on your health um, because it's important. As men, we do get scared of going to the doctor. That's something we do. Um, but we got to check in. Got to check in. Got to check in. If we don't, you wait till the last minute and it's over. So I'm telling you, all my brothers, sisters, check in. You got to check in. Um, Like I said, I just been relaxing, trying to stay in shape, playing some softball on Tuesday nights with my team, Lot Lizards, A60 now with Lot Lizards. Still in conjunction with my boy Mike, Sean, Lou, Deets, part of that original group. Terry, shout out to my original family. Um, so we're trying to bring that back, trying to do it in a more competitive light, have some fun doing it. We're getting up there at that age where this is just a game and we got to realize that's exactly what it is and we just want to have fun while we're doing it. And that's what I want to do. Just want to have fun while I'm doing it. So I played in a senior tournament this past weekend. Did pretty good. I batted 770 in 4 games. So stayed on base, got some good hits, stayed consistent. So more importantly, could care less as long as we win. And we did that. So can't be mad at that. We won. So I'm happy that we won at the end of the day. Um, yeah, but that A60 weekend coming, Jamila, Jamal, we got to sit down and start planning, start getting ready for things. I do have some ideas for that Friday night. Yeah, definitely go get a checkup, man. We need to check ourselves. We need to. We don't want to, but we have to, bro. You know, we are in a big situation where we are not waiting to the last minute to get healthy. Pops, what's up? I see you on the check-in. What's going on? My man Pops, we won the championship together this Saturday. We're gonna go back. We're gonna run it back this Saturday. Try to do it again. Shout out to my TTG family. Kenny, the rest of my guys. You know what I'm saying? All the guys on that team. Nothing but love for those brothers, man. They bring it every tournament I've seen, I've been a part of. They bring it. Even when I'm not there, they bringing it. Great group of guys, man. Love being a part of that team. 100%. Love being a part of that team. Looking to run it back this weekend. Um, but yeah, we got things going on. Like I said, we got that A60 reunion coming. That's in August. Got a lot of other things going on in between there. Both my boys are doing good. My daughter's doing great as well. Trey, was honorable mention as a sophomore, all district. Jaden is doing his volleyball travel. They just won a championship 2 weekends ago in Austin. They got a lot of traveling going on this spring and summer. So, a lot of great things with my boys. Little mama, she's working full time. Very proud of her. Proud of all my kids, And the ones that are not biological, my kids, I'm proud of them too, because they always on a check-in. So um, I will be having another interview coming on soon. I'm doing something a little different. I'm gonna have a couple of my friends come up on here, and I think we're gonna do that Thursday. We're gonna do that Thursday evening, and I'm gonna sit down, and we're gonna be talking about relationships. We're gonna talk about, um, you know, baby mama drama, baby father drama. Uh, we just gonna have an open conversation, but from a woman perspective, because as men, we don't always know what women are thinking when we going through these situations. So I want to have that conversation, and these are my two friends, Quinn and Adrian. Definitely shout them out because they said they want to do it, and this is a conversation we have all the time while I'm sitting at the bar with them. So now they like, yo, I said, yo, why don't you just come on and let's do something different on my show. So I want to have that conversation with these two ladies, and they're going to give us good perspective. And again, it's from a woman's perspective, and then I can give my perspective from my point of view. It's all opinionated, and plus, it's all what you go through. Because as men, I went through some stuff, you know, and I got to ask questions, Of course, why the good guy got to always finish last? Why he can't be first? Why he got to be first? I hear that all the time. Al, you too nice. I don't. I know you're not gonna miss that. I know you're not gonna miss that. We got that set up for Thursday. We got that set up for Thursday, Cuzzo. We got that set up for Thursday. So tune in. We're gonna do that Thursday for sure. If God willing, nothing happens, cancellations or anything, people. Um, we got that going on Thursday, and this is something that's supposed to have been happened, but now they really going to jump in on this. So we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. Um, and again, it's just everybody's perspective. We want to have a conversation. We want to sit down and have a conversation. Let's talk about it. And I think it's good to have insight, from the inside, not always looking from the outside. So I think it'll be great input and help clear up some things for me, as a man. Um, I'm living a great life right now. Situation I'm in is great. I've never been more happier than in a long time. I'm very happy. And it took me a while to get to this place. And eventually you guys will see why. Eventually you will. But as of right now, we doing things a little differently. So you'll see why. Yes, sir. TGG. Kenny, what's good, coach? Appreciate the check-in. Appreciate the check-in. Just let my New York family, let them know we get them chips. We're going for another chip. You know, going for another chip. So this weekend, we're doing big things. You know, maybe we can bring the TTG family to New York one year. You know, beat up. Go down there and play against my New York family. Maybe we can look into that, Coach. Maybe we can look into that. So, I mean, I agree. I agree, but I think a lot of people, there are always people that they want you to hear their side. I can have my opinion, but they want you to hear their side. And there's nothing wrong with hearing their side. There's nothing wrong with getting their opinion. There's nothing wrong with listening. There's nothing wrong with none of that. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you know, we also got to be open minded to the discussion and not try to avoid the discussion. Um, you know, so it's going to be a great conversation. It's going to be a great conversation. So, um, conversation in your cup. So make sure when you get tuned in on Thursday, bring something in your cup because it's going to be a conversation with some tea involved, and it might not be that tea, but it'll be some tea. So got to give a shout out. Uh, Happy birthday, Mr. T. 92 years young. Shout out to Mr. T, the OG. He was the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award last summer at the A60. We will be giving away another award this year. We don't know who is going to as of yet. Me and my team would have to sit down and talk about that, and we'll put something together. And that'll be between me and my team and what we decide. But we are going to do that again this year. So really appreciate everybody who always helping out at A60. I mean, the list goes on, but I got to start at home. Shout out to Jamal and Jamila, always putting in that work behind the scenes, giving me that great insight. Salute to them. Maria, I know she was busy last year, but she's going to be out this year. Salute to you, Maria. Salute to my family, Darren and Amanda, always supporting. The kids, always supporting. Salute. Salute to my Elite Learners family. Salute to you. JC1 Printing, you already know what it is. Got so many people. Tony Cherry, salute. My Another Level family, salute. USA family, can't forget USA. Genesis family, that's how far back we go. Legends family, go even further. Bucks family, Twins, you know. Um, Kenny Kings. Kenny, hope you're doing well, my brother. Stay healthy. We're going to beat you again this year, Look for that rematch. Shout out to Ty, my Evolution Boy family. Um, Brooklyn, what y'all doing this year? What we doing? We're going to run it back. We're going to have that unlimited batting order like y'all did last year. you know, but Um, the Bees, shout out to my man El Presidente, Peterkin for putting that together, JB for putting that together, Jeff. Love when you guys play, man. And I'll be open and honest with everybody that's on here. I might, yeah, you know why you hate Genesis. We know that, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now, cuzzo. I want everybody to understand why I do the A60 weekend. I do it to see the people in the park like it used to be, from what I remember. I do it for you guys. I don't do it for me. I do it to see my OGs. Just being honest. Just to see everybody that can come out to the park, have a conversation, talk, have a beer, drink, but have a conversation. That's all I care about. Nothing else matters. We lost too many brothers and sisters, man. And if I can do this event every year, and I plan on doing it as God willing, I'm going to always do that. We're going to always be there in the building. A60 is always going to be there in the building because that's what I remember. I love seeing my OGs, Magic, Munch, Pop Up, Tony Cherry, Jake, Speedo. It's always great to see them come down and just have a conversation. Dwight, Woo, always popping up on me. You know, can't forget those guys. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget none of those guys. Um, and I won't. And I will never forget any of those OGs. Because without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. Giving you this work right here. I'm living proof of what can happen in that park. I'm living proof that there's a history out there in that park. And I'm going to tell my story. See, a lot of people don't know my story. You know parts of the story. You only hear certain things of my story. Y'all don't know what I went through. Y'all don't know what I went through. I had to make people into believers for the non-believers. And I was out there to make people believers. And my whole goal and my whole passion was to be one of the best center fielders in any park I played in. I want you to know I can do it. I want y'all to talk, ring bells. That was my goal. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was my goal. And I feel like I accomplished that goal. I don't care about the people who don't talk about me. I really don't, because I know what I did. And I love what I did. And I appreciated it. Shout out to Chris Legree. Shout out to my man T.O. Nothing but respect and love. And rest in peace to T.O. You know, there was guys who wouldn't give a brother a shot. So shout out to Fatty. Fatty did what he had to do to get us together. Me, Sean, and Jamal. And Jamal, me and you talked about this. I want that lineup. Sean got a bat lead off. I'm a bat second. And you're going to clean up the bases like you always do. And I will tell anybody this, and I've told this before. The only thing I regret is not winning a championship with my brothers. That was it. I've won, but I didn't win with the brothers I came in with. And that was something that I regret that. I don't have too many regrets in my life, but that's one that I regret, that I didn't get to win with my brothers. Because those dudes, that foundation started with them too. We laugh, we talk, we argue, we fight, whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, when you brothers like that, that's what we do, and we did that every day, and we still do it to today. We still get on the phone and do it. It don't matter. We don't care how old we still do it. We always want to one up each other. That's what brothers do, and that's what we did when we got in that balance box. When we first got on that Legends team, me, Sean, and Jamal I was competing against them. Oh, Jamal hit a home run. Oh, really? Okay, well, I know I'm not probably gonna hit it out the park, but I might get it inside the park home run. Oh, he went 3 for 3. Okay, well then I gotta figure out how to go 2 for 3, or 3 for 3, or 3 for 4, or 4 for 4. I gotta figure it out. I gotta throw somebody out at first. I gotta throw somebody out at third. I gotta make something happen. Same thing with Sean. He was the switch hitter. He batted lefty and righty whenever he wanted to. We were competing, and then we'll sit and talk about it in the barbershop. That's what we did. So the A60 weekend is about that. Memories. Memories. One of my fondest moments is walking into Kingston Park about to play on a Sunday and knowing the people around those fences was watching. Ain't nothing like that. I don't care what nobody say. You can play in any park you want. That was our Rucker Park, as T.O. used to say. That was our Rucker Park. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. I'm not trying to go back out there and play on that concrete again. I did that the first year, and I was in pain for 3 weeks. But I was also out of shape. So this time around, it ain't gonna. I'm actually gonna. I'm in shape. I'm in better shape this year than I was in the previous years. So, and I'm ready for the smoke. So I'm calling out everybody. Come out. August 7th. We're gonna do the lights Friday night. 2 games. This time the lights ain't gonna cut off. And then Saturday, we're gonna get out there early. Um, we're gonna have us a great time. We're gonna have us a great time. Barbecue, fun, family, festive, like it always are. So that's the one thing. So A60 weekend is always going to be about that. It's always going to be about that. Come and have a great time. Get a plate, get a drink, smoke a cigar, smoke what you want, but more importantly, come get in some of this fellowship and let's talk about it. So that's what we're doing. And it was a lot of the stuff was recorded last year. So some stuff will be recorded again this year. So we are putting some pieces together. We're working on some editing stuff. Trying to get a 30-second clip put together from everything. So there's been a lot of footage over the past 6 years. And believe it or not, this is my 7th year. It's crazy. 7 years been doing this. 7. Ain't that something? 7. And we still here. 7. Yeah. 7. We're going back. We ain't playing. We're going back. We ready for the smoke. So well, I just wanted to get on here and just say hello to everybody. Let everybody. I know I haven't been on in a minute. The last time I was on here was, I want to say February something. I think it was. I think it was February 1st, something like that. But I will be back Thursday if everything works out right with everybody's schedules. So be on the lookout. And I'll update everybody what we'll be doing. I'm asking that everybody tune in. All my females, tune in. I need that opinion. All my men, show up. We're going to have us a great conversation. Q, what up, baby? My man Q in the building. Shout out to Q. Shout out to the McGraw family, man. Always been there from day one. Nothing but love and support from my Texas family. Shout out to you. Appreciate everything y'all do for me, King. Real talk. Real talk. So I'm going to go watch and see who USA is about to play. I want Italy again. I want them to know what they did to us was a fluke. So we're going to go back, see what that's about. But everybody, again, stay healthy. Men, get your checkup in, please. Take care of yourselves, everybody. To continue to take care of yourself. Give me a check-in all day. Family, that's what family do, bro. So I gotta shout out the realness. So everybody, I see everybody back on Thursday, 7 o'clock. Tune in. We'll be doing it on that day. A60, I'm out. Peace and love. Stay warm, family. I know Venezuela is tough. If Dominican can go down, anybody can go down. We want smoke. We want smoke. Everybody be safe. Peace.